All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We are talking about the Minnesota Vikings. In today's video, I would scream a little bit louder if I knew how I just moved, so I don't know how well it sounds. But do you believe now? Do you believe now that this Minnesota Vikings team is a competent, more than capable NFL organization in this season, taking down the San Francisco 49ers, who have not won in Minnesota since the early 90s, 23-17 against an undisputed top 5 NFL football team? Folks, don't even say anything about CMC. I don't give a rat's freaking tail. Minnesota just pulled off the upset of the season. They just pulled off the upset of the week, and it wasn't even close. The only thing is Justin Jefferson got banged up towards the end of that football game, and that is the only reason I am not losing my absolute freaking mind. Folks, we called this upset on this YouTube channel the entire week. I called it in my family group chat. I'm feeling absolutely amped up. And hey, my Green Bay Packers got a victory as well. But folks, welcome back to the channel. We're talking about the Minnesota freaking Vikings in today's video. Hit that like button. Hit that sub button for daily NFL content and a ton of Vikings videos every single week. Vikings fans, I don't want to be greedy. If we could try and get this video to 250 likes, that would mean the absolute world to me. No Jordan Addison. No CMC, so I don't even want to freaking hear it. Sam Darnold is a capable, competent quarterback in the National Football League. They held this defense, dude, don't even get me started, man. We ran it on this channel all freaking week. And I want to say shout out to my Vikings fans watching this video right now, because a lot of you predicted this upset as well. A lot of you guys were saying what we've been saying all summer. The Vikings didn't go anywhere. Just because Kirk Cousins is no longer the starting quarterback for this team, does not mean they are not good. Brian Flores has done a phenomenal job with this defense since he came into town a little bit over a year ago. 403 offensive yards, 7 of 10 on third down. They also held San Francisco to 2 of 10 from third down as well. Folks, there were a lot of penalties, 7 penalties. We don't want to see 2 turnovers, but they also caused 2 turnovers, I should say. Sam Darnold, 17-26, 268 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, 10.3 yards per completion. Doesn't end just there. We have to talk about this running game, because you did it last year defensively, but you flipped the script this year. Ty Chandler, underrated as they come. He had a phenomenal last month of the 2023 NFL season. 10 carries, 82 yards, averaging 8.2 yards per carry. Aaron Jones, my cheesehead, 9 carries, 32 yards, 3.6 yards per carry. And of course, Mr. Sam Darnold, who is a mobile QB. Let's just call him dual threat while we're at it. 5 carries, 32 yards, averaging 6.4 yards per carry. The Minnesota Vikings, against probably easily, I was going to say the best rush defense in the NFL with Bosa and all them studs, but I will say undisputed a top 5 defense. Whether it's pass defense, whether it's rush defense, name any single statistic. I guarantee you San Francisco last year was top 5 in all of them. 24 carries for 146 yards and 6.1 yards per carry against the San Francisco 49ers defense, folks. I hope all of you are amped up as I am. I could not believe that this actually came to fruition. Now, real quick, we got to talk about the downside. Justin Jefferson hopefully is not banged up for long. And if he's banged up, that really sucks. I'm really hoping, by the time this video comes out, by the time a lot of guys watch this, we probably have a better update, a better idea of it. But as we know, wide receiver 1, JJ, is injured now. He had a phenomenal game, 4 catches, 33 yards, including probably what will be one of the craziest plays of the entire NFL season, a 97-yard touchdown from Sam Darnold earlier on in the game that flipped the script, man. It really did. This is such a resilient football team. I just could not believe my eyes. So I hope JJ is all right. I'm holding my breath. I don't even really want to talk too much about it, because wide receiver number 2, Jordan Addison, didn't play in today's football game. TJ Hawkinson, tight end number 1, didn't play in this football game. Both of those 2 kids are injured. But Jalen Naylor, we pinpointed him in our Vikings video from a couple of days ago. They needed him to step up, and that's exactly what he did. 3 catches, 54 yards, including a touchdown. Hell of a game. Aaron Jones, dual threat running back, 5 catches, 36 yards. Folks, let's just get right into this defense, all right? Josh Metellus, beautiful interception. Jihad Ward, technically, I think that was counted as a fumble recovery, but that was pretty much an interception. This defense was all over the place. Ivan Pace Jr. I know I say this in a lot of videos. Like I know I say a lot of underrated players, undercovered, under-respected NFL players. Ivan Pace is the definition of underrated. You go onto Google, type in underrated. Ivan Pace Jr. is going to be right there on the screen. Undrafted free agent, had a phenomenal rookie season, impressed the Vikings day one, and it is already translated into year two. He had a phenomenal game today. Doesn't end just there. Blake Cashman had 13 combined tackles, including a sack. He was all over the place. Josh Metellus, you tell us, man. Interception, young kid. He's only in his 5th season. He's 26 years old. They needed a lot from him this year, and that's exactly what he's providing. Stephon Gilmore, right up there, 6 total tackles. Recent acquisition in that cornerback room that was absolutely decimated from just unforeseen situations. Don't even want to comment on that because it's super sad. But Stephon Gilmore, great acquisition. Andrew Van Ginkel, just another example. I feel like I say this in all these Vikings videos until people get the point, and I think people will get the point now that they just took down San Francisco. But I guarantee you, the narrative this entire week will have nothing to do with Minnesota. It will have everything to do with how San Francisco lost this football game. Don't believe it for a freaking second. Andrew Van Ginkel, another sack today, all over the football field. Just a beautiful example of your GM making money freaking moves out there. Cam Bynum, because he's been injured, people don't even know who he is. You'll freaking know who he is now, or if you don't, you're about to know about him soon. Harrison Smith, Byron Murphy. Folks, this secondary that has been through everything and more has turned into a great strength for this defense. Jonathan Greener with the sack. And of course, we have to talk about Pat Jones, who had 2 sacks in the first game, underrated as they come. Another 2 sacks, including a forced fumble. Pat Jones, I mean, this team has talent in their starting room. They have talent in their defensive room. Put some respect on this team, man. 6 total sacks, an interception, and technically forced fumble or fumble recovery, both of them. You get the point here, man. Minnesota, phenomenal freaking game. You couldn't have drawn it up any better. Kevin O'Connell, one of the most underrated, underrespected coaches in the National Football League. You got Houston next Sunday at home, but we're going to have plenty of Vikings content in the meantime. Hit that like button for me. Hit that sub button if you guys haven't already. And just give me everything good in the comment section, baby. What a freaking game. Go enjoy your weekend. Go enjoy the rest of the freaking week because you just took down one of the best teams in the National Football League. That's all I got.